Okay. Hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning to all. Am I audible? Yes. Good morning. Am I audible? Okay. Thank you. So yesterday we had discussed the types of the relation. Okay, and its various example. There are four types of relation. Okay. First, we define the definition of relation. If any subset of the A cross A, okay, for any given set A, that is called relation. And there are four types: reflexive relation, symmetric, antisymmetric, and transitive. Okay, that we had finished in the last lecture. Okay, now use this type of relation to define some well-known relation. Okay, so first relation is that uh, equivalence relation. What is meaning of equivalence relation? Okay, we use this all types of the relation there to define this equivalence relation. And then after we'll also define the partially ordered set. Okay, based on this relation only. We just check the properties of the relation. If it is satisfied, then we can say it is equivalence relation. Okay, so which three types of the relation? So a relation is called the equivalence relation on the set A if R is satisfied, the relation is satisfied reflexive property, symmetric property, and transitive property. Okay, if all these three properties satisfy for this given relation, then this type of relation is called equivalence relation. Okay, reflexive means for the set A, you have to check the A comma A belongs to the R. Okay, for every A belongs to the capital A. That is called reflexive property. For every element of the set, the A R A should be exist in the given set. Okay, so that is reflexive. In the symmetric, we just check that if AB belongs to R, then this implies B comma A should also belongs to the R. That अगर AB है तो BA भी R के अंदर होना चाहिए. ठीक है? That is symmetric property. And then after transitive property, if AB and BC is belongs to the R, and based on that A comma C should also belongs to the R. So these are the three properties: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. If it is satisfied for this given R, okay, for this given set, then it is called equivalence relation. Okay, so one of the example is given that for the relation, uh, there are 8 pair is given that, okay, that is AB, BA, AA, AC, BC, clear? That is one of the subset of A cross A. Okay, when we create A cross A, clear? How many pair will include? 3 into 3, 9 pair will include. Okay, so just consider few of this set. Okay, few of this pair in this R. And now we have to check that all these three properties should satisfy for this given R. If it is satisfied, then this example is called equivalence relation. Okay, so first we'll check the reflexive property. Okay, so there are three elements in this A, B, and C. Okay, so the pair for A, it is A comma A. Then after for a B, it is B comma B, and for a C, it is a C of C. Okay, means C comma C. So these three pairs should include in this given relation. Okay, reflexive property should satisfy. Reflexive means for every A belongs to A. For every A belongs to A. Okay, A comma A should be given in this relation. Okay. For example, if you have numerical value 1, 2, and 3 in place of ABC, if you have 1, 2, and 3, so for every A belongs to A means a 1 comma 1, then after second is a 2 comma 2, and third is a 3 comma 3. So these three pairs should include in this given relation. Then it is called a reflexive relation. Okay, for all these element of the given set, if it is included D here, A, B, C, and D, 4 entry. So the fourth pair D comma D should also be the part of the relation. Okay, so here it is satisfied the pair A of A, B of B, and C of C. Okay, that is third one. Then after B of B and C of C, this all these three pair are given in this relation. So reflexive property is satisfied. Okay, this relation is reflexive relation. And now for a symmetric relation. ठीक है, so we just consider one pair, उसका symmetric form उसके अंदर होना चाहिए. ठीक है, अगर A B है तो B A exist करना चाहिए. Clear? So just start with the first pair A B. Clear? So for A B, B is exist. Clear? Then after another case A comma A, B comma B, and C comma C, that by default a symmetric form. Okay. Then after AC, clear? तो AC के लिए CA is exist as a last pair. Okay, then after B comma C, तो B comma C के लिए C comma B is exist here. Okay. And then after BB and CC, that is by default asymmetric form. Okay. So for all such given pair AB, okay, BA is exist here. So this relation is symmetric relation. Okay. This three pair AA, then after BB and CC, that is by default a symmetric form. Now check the remaining pair. Okay, उसका symmetric form exists कर रहा है. ठीक है. If I remove the C comma A from this data, okay, if I remove the third pair as a C comma A from this data, then it is not a symmetric relation. Okay, because for the BC and AC, clear? BC and CA, which pair is that? C comma B means BC and CC, then C comma B should be exist that. And here it is A comma C. A comma C will create from BA and AC. Okay, AC. So if C comma is exist that, then it is valid. Otherwise, it is not valid. Okay. So that is a symmetric relation. And then after for transitive case, for the transitive case, we consider this type of pair, AB and BC, where B should be the common. Then A comma C should be exist that. Clear? So just check this type of pair. First is AB and BA. Okay. So the pair will create A comma A by using this two set. Okay. So A comma A is exist here. Another case that is AA and A comma C. Clear? Where middle value is common. Okay. This or B. So which pair will create A comma C? So A comma C is also exist. Second case, BC and CB. Clear? Where the one value is common, B is common. So BC and CB, so it will create B comma B. So it is a given there. Okay. Then after okay, for all such cases it exists. Okay, CC and C comma A. So C comma is existed. Clear? Then after AB and B comma B. So AB is exist that. Clear? Clear? So for all such case, it satisfies the transitive relation. Okay. Means for AB and BC, this type of case, AC is always exist. Clear? So this satisfies all these three relations. So this relation is called the equivalence relation. Okay. And this example is given for one of the subset that lecture no time now વાગ્યાનો છે. Clear? This given for one of the subset that clear, we consider one of the subset and then after check it is satisfied or not. Okay. Now in this case we have one general concept is that clear. One set of infinite is given that which is a Z. Clear? And we consider one relation for the any two entry of the Z is a x minus y is equal to the even number. Okay. For this Z is infinite number. Okay, which include infinite set. So for any entry, xy belongs to z. What is the relation between x and y? X or y is defined as here. X minus y is equal to the even number. Okay, that we already discussed in separately in reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. But now we combine it to check it is equivalence or not. Okay. So x minus y is equal to even number. This is your relation. So consider any two number between this z. Okay, from this z. So x minus y का difference even number होना चाहिए. Which type of pair will be there in the relation? 4, 2, 2, 4, okay? 5, 3, 3, 5, 5, 9. Clear? This type of pair will be included in this relation. So जिसका difference even number है. ठीक है? So this all pair we can include that. And this collection is infinite collection. Okay? Because Z is infinite. Infinite set we have. We have infinite number in this integer. So we have infinite collection. So here it is. We cannot manage this infinite possibility in this form. So for that we consider it result. Okay, is equation. Okay, what is the relations? What the conditions between these two numbers? So x minus y is equal to the even number. And now we have to check it is equivalence or not. So check the three property: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So first, let us check the reflexive property. Okay, in reflexive we check that x r x form. Okay, means x comma x belongs to the R. In symmetric, we'll check that if x r y, this implies y r x. Okay, y r x means y comma x belongs to R. Okay, and third one is transitive case. So here the notation is ABC, use that. Okay, that is same. Here if you use XYZ notation in place of ABC, that is similar. Okay, there is no any change. So for the reflexive relation, we'll check that for every A belongs to Z, A comma A belongs to the part of real relation. Okay, for every A belongs to Z, A comma A should be the part of the relation. Okay, so here for every A belongs to A minus A will be the 0 as per the relation. X or Y का relation क्या है? X minus Y is equal to even number. Okay, so we just replace A value to this form. So A minus A it will define, or A minus A is equal to 0, and we know that 0 is even number. Clear? 0 is even number. So for every A belongs to Z, every A belongs to Z, what is answer of relation? That will be 0. Okay, what is answer of that number? That will be 0. For example, 1 or 1. So 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, minus 1 minus of minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so for all such case you will get 0 answer. Okay, and 0 is even number. So for every A belongs to Z, it satisfies the reflexive relation on this. Okay, because this 0 is even number. Okay, if it is not even number for any of the data, then it is not reflexive. Okay, so it is reflexive. Now for symmetric, we check that for AB belongs to R, B comma A should be the part of R. ठीक है, अगर AB है तो BA भी होना चाहिए. Clear? For every element as AB belongs to Z. So for AB, integer AB, if A or B means A minus B is equal to even number. So now think about any two number, जिसका difference even number है, and then after interchange this two number. Clear? So what will be the answer? It is the same. Clear? You will get the same answer. For example, if I take here 4 minus 2 as a A, B, and now just interchange B and A, so it is a 2 minus 4. So both equal to the 2. Okay, दोनों का आंसर 2 आएगा because modulus is given there. Okay, negative will convert to the positive. So both will get a 2 answer, means B minus A also is equal to even number. And what is meaning of B minus A as per the relation? Okay, that is called BRA, means B comma A belongs to the R. Okay, BA belongs to R is satisfied. For every such AB belongs to R. Okay, BA also will be exist in this R. So that is symmetric. And now for transitive, we'll check that अगर AB and BC R में है, ठीक है, तो A comma C should also be the part of R. That is a transitive relation. So consider AB and BC, that is given. Okay, ये आपके पास है, AB भी है और BC is given in the R. So now think about what about A comma C. Clear? So for integer ABC, if A are B and B are C, means A minus B is equal to even number and B minus C is equal to even number. Okay, that is this line that we have. And now use mathematics that to prove A minus C is also even number. Okay, so just take additions both sides. Here left hand side and right hand side. Clear? So here A minus B plus B minus C. Okay, and for such number we can remove the modulus that, and it you will get mod of A minus C. Okay, minus B plus B will be removed, and here in the right hand side even number plus even number, so that will be even number again. Okay, though even number addition always a even number. Clear? So that is also even number. So here we prove that A minus C is equal to even number. Okay, mod of A minus C is equal to even number. So what does it mean? That is A comma C is also belongs to the R. Okay, A comma C is also belongs to the R. And for that you can consider any of the numerical example. Okay, let us take 4 minus 8 minus 6, okay, and 6 minus 4. This is AB, and that is a BC. Here B should be the same. So 8 minus 6 is an even number, and 6 minus 4 is also even number. So what about A comma C? That is 8 minus 4, and 8 minus 4 is also even number. Clear? So for any such example, you can easily prove. And that is called general case. For every ABC belongs to Z, this result is satisfied. Means it is transitive. And if all these three properties satisfy, reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, then it is called equivalence relation. Okay. So this form a relation on Z, which defined as X or Y, where mod of X minus Y is equal to even number, that is equivalence relation. Okay. Then after second one, that is also we already discussed in separately, clear? X, y greater than equal to 0. Okay, on the same set Z. Clear? X, y, x into y. For every x, y belongs to the Z, x, y belongs to R if x dot y greater than equal to 0. ठीक है, ऐसी पेयर आपको यूज करनी है जिसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट greater than equal to 0 हो. ठीक है, so this type of relations we have in this R. And now check that it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive or not. Clear? So for reflexive, we'll check x comma x belongs to the R. Okay, x comma x should be the part of R, means xy belongs to R if xy greater than equal to 0. If we consider same value in this both place, clear, x, so what will be the formation? That is x dot x greater than, okay, and that will be x square. And for any such x, any x belongs to the z, okay, any x means every x belongs to the z, x square की value हमेशा greater than equal to 0 ही होगी. ठीक है, that is obvious, clear. If you consider negative value, then it also convert to the positive value by applying the square. So x square is always greater than equal to 0, means it satisfies the relation. So therefore we can say that it is the reflexive relation. Okay, for every such x, x comma x is always exists in the relation. Okay, and after second one, for a symmetric. So for symmetric, we'll prove that if xy belongs to the R, then yx should be the part of the R. Okay, so xy belongs to R means x r y, then x dot y greater than equal to 0. xy, x dot y greater than equal to 0 here. So if I consider y dot x, so that is also same answer. Okay, x y का आंसर greater than equal to 0 है, तो y dot x का भी आंसर सेम ही आएगा. There is no any change. Clear? 2 into 3 will be 6. So 3 into 2 is also 6. Clear? So that is same always. So y dot x is also greater than equal to 0. And what is the meaning of y dot x greater than equal to 0? So that is called a YRX. Okay, means y comma x is exists in the R. Means it is satisfy the symmetric property. Okay, now third one, that is for transitive relation. So for transitive, we consider a two pair, xy belongs to R, yz belongs to R, and we'll check that xz is also be the part of R. Okay, so xry, yrz means xy greater than equal to 0, yz is also greater than equal to 0. Okay, so we have to check that what about x and z. Okay, what about x and z? So that is you can also take one counter example here, okay, for any three random value from the z, and then after check that what about x and z. Clear? But here it is given mathematically formed. Okay, here x and y have the same sign. Okay, if it is the same sign, then you will get greater than equal to 0 answer. Because दोनों के different sign here. For example, if I take x is a 2 and y is a -3, so you will get a negative answer. Okay, you will get negative answer. But if I consider both are positive, then you will get a greater than equal to 0 answer. And if it is both are negative also, -2 and -3, then it is also a positive answer. Okay, x and y have the same sign. दोनों की same sign होगी तभी वो possible है. Otherwise it is not possible. Okay, if any of the sign is different, plus or minus, then you will get a wrong answer. Hence it is not greater than equal to 0 answer. Okay, so both have the same sign. Y and z is also have the same sign. Then it is greater than equal to 0. Okay, दोनों की same sign है. Clear? So when we take a product of x and z, okay, when we take a product of x and z, we'll also get a greater than equal to 0 answer. Clear? That is a simple result. You can use it there. Clear? If I consider 6 and 4, okay, as x, y, that is greater than equal to 0, and 4 into 2, that is y and z, okay, that is y dot z is also greater than equal to 0. Here 6 into 4 is x, y, and 4 into 2, that is y dot z. So now check these two value, x and z. Okay, and it is both have the same sign. All these four value have the same sign. Then it will get greater than equal to 0 answer. Clear? If I consider 6.4 greater than equal to 0 and 4.2 greater than equal to 0, then what about x and z? That is also greater than equal to 0. Okay, so that is yes. Domain is set of integer. Second one is minus a dot minus b. Okay, this is also one case we have. Okay, this is also one case we have, which is also reflect the greater than equal to 0 answer. Okay, greater than equal to 0 answer. When it is greater than equal to 0, अगर दोनों की sign same है तब. Okay, both should have the same sign, minus a, and it is also reflect the same sign to the b also. Then it is greater than equal to 0 answer. Okay, both should have the same sign. Then it is valid, and that is given for all such AB belongs to Z. Okay, that is for all such AB belongs to Z. If you need to prove greater than equal to 0 answer, both numbers should have the same sign. If it is a 0 here, then it should also contain minus 7 into minus 0. Okay, then it also should contain minus 7 dot minus 0. Okay, then it is valid form. So if we consider only 0 form, okay, only 0 form, if we consider limit, if we apply the limiting concept for any function theory, so you have to check limit x tends to 0 positive and x tends to 0 negative. So it is not only single 0, that is also two cases that 0 negative and 0 positive. Clear? 0 is preferred for negative limit and 0 is also preferred for positive limit, 0 plus and 0 minus. Okay, if you are aware about limiting concept, limit theory. Clear? We have the two types of limit, negative point of view and positive point of view. So it is also the same case here, negative 0 and positive 0 there. Clear? So for this case, can we consider this example? Okay, so both should have the same sign. Clear? Both numbers should have the same sign, so it is also should contain the negative 0 there. Then it is positive. And here I also consider negative 0 to consider b as a same value. Clear? And for to prove this greater than equal to 0 answer, we need to consider minus 8 here. But now we consider all such number from the Z. Clear? Which includes 0, આપણે ખાલી 0 લખીએ છે, but it is also considered 0, 1, 2, 3 positive form and minus 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 from negative form. So we also consider both the value as a negative and positive form. Okay, we need to consider same sign to prove greater than equal to 0. So when we consider any such AB, अगर A का आंसर negative है तो B should also negative there. You cannot put only simple 0 there, without sign. Different sign होगी, then it is xy should not greater than equal to 0. You will equal to 0 means you consider this point of view also minus 0 and plus 0, then it is valid form. अगर તમે ખાલી ત્યાં સિમ્પલ 0 લેશો તો એ તો ઇનવેલિડ કેસ ક્યું નાખો. તમે ખાલી 1 2 3 માટે નેગેટિવ ઓબ્ઝર્વ કરો છો તો what about for 0 કેસ? તમે 1 માટે નેગેટિવ -1 જો છો, 2 માટે -2 જો છો, 3 માટે -3 જો છો, તો what about 0 માટે -1 આવવું જોઈએ? બટ એ જ હું કહું છું કે એ અપ્રોચ કરવો પડે for to say it is valid. Okay, to consider it is valid, we need to consider this negative and positive also. Okay, એ ઇન્વોલ્વ કરવું જ પડે તો જ તમે બાકીના નંબર માટે it is valid. Okay, it is transitive. Okay, તમે 1 માટે -1 લ્યો, ક્લિયર, 2 -2 લ્યો તો 0 માટે તમે 0 લીધો ત્યાં, so we cannot write only 0 there only. You have to also prefer the negative sign. બંનેની same sign હશે, then it is greater than equal to 0. If you consider -7.0, then it is obvious 0 there. Clear? But we need to consider greater than equal to 0. We need answer greater than or equal to 0. So that's our value. So equal to 0 तो कभी होगा ही नहीं ना. तो -7.0 का -0 નો आंसर શું આવે છે? अगर -7 -0 हमने दिया, हां, तो दूसरा तो हमेशा मींस दूसरा जो सेट लेंगे, फॉर एग्जांपल +0 और 8, तो -0 and +0 तो दोनों बी -0 and +0 बरोबर
तो सेम हम डाल ही नहीं सकते ना ए बी बी सी होना चाहिए
તમારે તમે ત્યાં +0 લ્યો તો ત્યાં તમારે +7 લેવું પડે
क्या अगर -7 और -0 कोई भी दो माइनस
हां
कोई भी दो 10
यस
तो हम ए बी और बी सी में बी तो सेम नहीं रहना एक में -0 प्लस तो ट्रांजिटिविटी जो मेन कंडीशन है वही सेटिस्फाई
the transitive તમારે b should be the same when we consider ab and bc. What is the transitive relation? ab belongs to r and bc belongs to r. b should be the same. You cannot change the b. એકમાં પ્લસ અને એકમાં નેગેટિવ લો, that is not valid.
yes sir तो -0 और +0 में वो ट्रांजिटिविटी तो कंडीशन है ab और bc
हां
b सेम है तो
किसमें सेम नहीं है b?
अगर -7 और -0 और 0 रहेंगे
0 ત્યાં તમારે નેગેટિવ લેવું પડે ને, that should be -0 and -8, then it is valid. તમે ત્યાં નેગેટિવ 0 -0 લ્યો છો, ત્યાં ખાલી 0 લ્યો છો, તેનો મતલબ શું મતલબ છે? You need to consider same value in this both the place. Okay, when this form is valid, it should be -7 dot -0. Clear? Yes, let's remove it. આ આપણું actual form હતું. Clear? કે જે as per the criteria it is not valid. Okay, so what is the valid form of this one? When we say it is a transitive relation, when it is satisfied transitive relation, it should be in this -7 dot -0. Okay, both should have the same sign, then it is greater than equal to 0. Okay, and it is -0 dot -8. Clear? And another form of this one, it is 7.0 and 0.8. Okay, that is for positive case and that is for negative case. Now think about what is transitive. -7 into -8, that is greater than equal to 0, and 7 into 8, that is also greater than equal to 0. Okay, so this is transitive. Okay, there is no any confusion now. Is any query? Okay, that is correct for all such x y z जहाँ पे x r y है, y r z है, so x r z is also satisfied. Okay, now what about third one? The relation is set on the set of real line. The relation is x square is equal to y square. Okay, we have such pair as xy belongs to the R. Okay, choice of xy is from real line. Xy belongs to R if x square is equal to y square. Okay, so we have many possibilities: 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0.5, 0.5, √3, √3. These all are the collections we have. जहाँ पे x square is equal to y square है. ठीक है? Which type of pair will be included in the relation? 1, 1. X square is equal to y square. Okay, 1 square is equal to 1 square. 2 square is equal to 2 square. 3 square is equal to 3 square. But we cannot take 1, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, that will be not included in the relation. Okay. So first we check the reflexive, then after symmetric, and then after transitive. So in reflexive, what you have to check? Okay, for ABC notation is used that. So for every AB belongs to R, A comma A should be the part of relation. Okay. So for A comma A, so as per the relation, when we say A comma A belongs to R, for any A, S square is always is equal to S square. Okay, S square is always equal to S square. That's obvious. Clear? So that's required to say it is a reflexive. Clear? So S square is equal to always S square. So what does it mean? A comma A is belongs to the R. Okay, and therefore it is reflexive relation. कोई भी value के लिए, okay, if it is satisfy S square is equal to S square, then A comma is always belongs to R. Now second one, for symmetric. So for symmetric, we just check that if AB belongs to R है, तो B comma A should also be the part of R. ठीक है? अगर AB છે तो BA પણ હોવું જોઈએ. So what about for AB? For AB is A square is equal to B square. Okay, A square is equal to B square. So we can also write B square is equal to A square. Both are equal that, so we can easily interchange any value. Okay, so that is also same as a B square is equal to A square, means it is a BRA, means a B comma A belongs to the R. So for every such AB belongs to R, BA is also the part of relation. Okay, so therefore it is symmetric. And now for transitive, We consider AB and BC. Okay, we consider here ARB means AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. This we have. Okay, so what is the data? A square is equal to B square and B square is equal to C square. A is equal to B square and B square is equal to C square. So B same है दोनों में, ठीक है? A is equal to A square is equal to B square, B square is equal to C square. So what does it mean? A square is equal to B square is equal to C square. Okay, and therefore we need A and C with combined. So A square is equal to C square, and therefore we can say that A comma C is also the part of relation. ओके कोई भी ऐसी पेयर के लिए कि जहां पे a square b square is equal to c square है, so a square is also equal to c square. Okay, any confusion? It's very easy. R is equivalence relation. Yes. हाँ बोलो. Okay, we consider such pair. Let us take 1 comma 1. Let's take 1 comma minus as per the given example. Okay, so this is our AB. Okay, which satisfy a square is equal to b square. Okay, 1 square is equal to minus 1 square. That's correct. Clear? So now we'll define a BC pair also. ठीक है, BC भी आपको यूज करनी है to consider AB and BC form. Okay, so B हमें सेम रखना है यहाँ पे. Okay, it should be the same. Clear? So when we say B and C belongs to the R, B square is equal to C square, अभी हम बोल सकते हैं ना कि BC is also belongs to R. तो C क्या होगा वहां पे कंपलसरी 1 ही होगा ना. क्या हो गया? हाँ, but that we have to consider to verify this result. ठीक है, आप BC कब R में बोल सकते हो? When we say BC belongs to R, B square is equal to C square होगा तभी आप R में बोल सकते हो ना. वो आपको यूज करनी है. AB भी R में है और BC भी R में है. Means it satisfies A square is equal to B square and B square is equal to C square. Now think about what about A and C. अगर A equal to B है, B equal to C है, तो what is meaning of A and C? A और C अगर आप सेम नहीं लोगे, ठीक है, then this result will not satisfy. We cannot say X square is equal to Y square. आपका रिलेशन है दो नंबर के बीच का. रिलेशन क्या है? कोई भी दो नंबर आप यूज करो Z में से, कौन सा है? R, ठीक है, रियल लाइन. कोई भी दो नंबर आप रियल लाइन में से यूज करो, ऐसे दो नंबर आपको यूज करना है जिसका स्क्वायर इक्वल हो. Which type of possibility you have? सेम ही होगा ना, दोनों नंबर सेम ही आप ले सकते हो. Then it is possible. Otherwise one is positive and second is negative. Then it is also possible. Okay, so this type of pair we have. ऐसी पेयर आपके पास है, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जांपल 1,1, 2,2, 3,3, 4,4, 5,5, and after 1/2, 1/2, 2,√2. This all are the collections we have. अब उसको प्रूव करना है कि ये ट्रांजिस्टिव है या नहीं. So this we have infinite pair. तो infinite pair के लिए तो पॉसिबल नहीं है वेरीफाई करना, ठीक है. We consider a general point of view. कोई भी दो नंबर आपके पास ऐसे है as x and y which satisfy x square is equal to y square. Okay, and second pair is y and z where y should be the same. Okay, y and y comma z is also belongs to. So what about for x and z pair? They are also equal or not? Okay, so as per this value they are also equal. A square is also equal to C square. what is the transitive relation, what is the base, okay, base क्या होना चाहिए आपका transitive relation prove करने के लिए, AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. This condition first you have, okay, in the relation, and then after think about the first number and the last number, okay, means A and C. So what about A and C? Clear? You have to prove that AC is also belongs to the R. ये आपको प्रूव करना है, ठीक है। आपका एम क्या है कि मुझे AC भी R के अंदर चाहिए, तो एज पर द रिलेशन आपको प्रूव क्या करना है, AC का बार के अंदर होगा, व्हेन S स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू C स्क्वायर होगा तभी R के अंदर होगा, ओके। आपका एम क्या, आपको बताना है कि S स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू C स्क्वायर डिफाइन होना चाहिए, ठीक है। A स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू C स्क्वायर डिफाइन होना चाहिए, ये आपको प्रूव करना है कि A स्क्वायर इज ऑल्सो इज इक्वल टू C स्क्वायर. दिस इज योर एम. What is your supposition? AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. This is your supposition. So what is the condition as per the supposition? What meaning of AB belongs to R? A square is equal to B square. Then you can say AB belongs to R. Okay? So any such AB from the real line where उसका square equal है, okay? उसका square क्या है? Equal value है. This is a given. Okay? And what is meaning of BC belongs to R? कि आपके पास B square is equal to C square है, B square is equal to C square है, तो which type of possibility you can create from the real line? Which type of relation you can create from the real relation? आप define कर सकते हो, ठीक है। In the set we have infinite collection, and which type of collection will be there? Okay, it will be R will be, you can consider the pair 1, 1, okay, you can consider the pair 2, 2, you can consider the pair 3, -3, you can consider the pair 4, -4, okay, otherwise -4, 4 also. This all are the possibility you have. इसमें से आपको चेक करना है कि रिफ्लेक्स ट्रांजिटिव है या नहीं. You have this pair only, ऐसी पेयर आपके पास है जहां पे स्क्वायर इक्वल है, ठीक है. यू कैन नॉट कंसिडर रिमेनिंग ऑल द पेयर. वी कैन नॉट टेक हियर 1,1/2 पेयर, ओके. वी कैन नॉट टेक 1/2, 1 पेयर बिकॉज वहां पे सेटिस्फाई नहीं है, तो व्हाई वी कैन नॉट कंसिडर दिस पेयर इन द रिलेशन, ओके. सो नाउ थिंक अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ कलेक्शन. कैन वी प्रूव ट्रांजिटिव और नॉट? ओके, कैन वी प्रूव ट्रांजिटिव और नॉट? ओके, सो आपको क्या लेना है, ए बी और बी सी, ठीक है. सो आई कैन टेक 1,1, तो B मेरा सेम होना चाहिए ना. I cannot compare the 1,1 and 2,2 pair. Remember one thing, I cannot compare 1,1 and 2,2. That is not my AB and BC. Okay, that is not my AB and BC. B should be the same. When we apply the transitive, value of B should be the common. If you consider 1 here, then it should be start with the 1 here. You cannot consider 3 there. Okay, we cannot take 3,3 pair as a B and C. We cannot take 4,4 pair as a B and C. The B should be the same. Then it is, we can apply the transitive relation. Okay. हाँ, yes, explain. Set बोलो. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. But 1, 2 you cannot include. But तो रिलेशन चेंज हो जाएगा ना भैया. रिलेशंस विल बी डिफरेंट फॉर दैट आर. आप इस रिलेशन x स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू y स्क्वायर आपके पास रिलेशन है, तो कैन वी टेक 1, 2 पेयर इन द रिलेशन? बट विच टाइप ऑफ रिलेशंस वी यू हैव? इसमें कौन सी कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो रही है? हाँ, તમે એમાં લખો પછી મને કયો, બરોબર? Is there any confusion in this exam? Any confusion? Okay. Now that already we discussed in this symmetric form. A set of all male where R is XY, X is the father of Y is relation on A. to check it is equivalence relation or not. Okay, so reflexive nahi hoga, clear? It is not reflexive form, because for all set of male we can say that A definitely not father of himself, means A is not father of A, clear? So it is not reflexive, so there is no any need to check symmetric and transitive property. Clear? First property is not satisfied, then it is no any need to verify the second and third. Okay? If up to the second is not verified, clear? First is verified, second is not verified, then there is no any need to prove a transitive case. ठीक है? जहां से verify नहीं हो रहा है वहां पे आपको stop कर देना है, and there is no any need to verify remaining property. ठीक है? So this is not equivalence relation. Now, what about this one? I will know about P of A. We already discussed in the first definition. Okay, P of A of ABC. Clear? So P of A will be a collection of all subset of A. First is a 5, and after singleton A, the small ABC is there. A, B, and C. Then after AB, BC, CA, and the A itself. Okay, this power set of A. Okay? And here the relation is that for as a xy, okay, xy belongs to P of A. Means these are the elements. You have 8 elements in this power set. Okay, आपके पास 8 choices to prove it is equivalence or not. So xy belongs to P of A. What is the relation is that x is a subset of y. xy belongs to R if x is a subset of y. Okay, x y का subset होना चाहिए. That is given relation. Clear? So first we'll prove the reflexive relation. Okay, first we prove the reflexive relation. The reflex के लिए आपको prove करना है x comma x should be the part of relation. Okay, so what is meaning of x comma x? Can we prove the x subset x? Then it is x comma x belongs to R. So x is a subset of x. That is a true. Okay, कोई भी set है खुद का तो subset होता ही है. ठीक है? So any set is subset itself. Okay, so x subset x, 2 subset 2, 3 subset 3, 4 subset 4, these are the valid. Means we can easily say that singleton A is a subset of singleton A. Okay, for any x belongs to P of x. Singleton Y is a subset of singleton Y. 5 is a subset of 5. Okay, AB is a subset of AB. BC is a subset of BC. Clear? So for all such entry of the P of A, it satisfies the x subset x. Okay, means it satisfies the reflexive relation. Clear? X is a subset of x, means x comma x belongs to the R. So it is satisfied the reflexive property. Now for symmetric property. For symmetric property, you have to check that if xy belongs to R, this implies yx should also be the part of R. Okay, in symmetric property अगर xy है तो yx भी होना चाहिए. ठीक है? तो xy के लिए relation होगा x is a subset y. Okay, so can we say y is also subset of x? It is not true for such case. ठीक है? If I consider example is already given here, such that singleton A is a subset AB. Okay, this is my x and it is a y. X is a subset y. Okay, A is a subset AB, but it reverse is not a true. Okay, y is not a subset of x. Means AB, okay, AB is a can't subset of A. Okay, reverse is not a true. AB is not subset of A. Okay, so for this pair it is not correct. Okay, it is not satisfy that. So therefore it is not a symmetric relation. Okay, for such x subset y is not a subset of x. ठीक है, आप कोई भी पेयर ले सकते हो इसके लिए. BC भी ले सकते हो, ठीक है, AB भी ले सकते हो. You can consider any such pair that and you can verify. ठीक है, we can also take 5 and A. ठीक है, you can take 5 is a subset of A. ठीक है, that is a true, but reverse is not a true. Clear? A is not a subset of 5. 5 is implicit. Okay, so A is not a subset of 5. Clear? So that's the case. It is not symmetric. So there is no any need to check the transitive relation. So therefore, it is not a is not symmetric, so it is not equivalence relation. Any confusion in this data? This is for your practice. Okay. X और y even number के लिए हमने check कर लिया है कि 0 is even number. Okay. Now the same data is given that with odd number. Okay. X minus y is equal to odd number. So is it a reflexive relation? Is it reflexive relation? No, it's not reflexive. Why it is not reflexive? Because when we put when you consider x or x relation, it will be x minus x. Okay, so for such x you will get a zero answer. Okay, and we know that 0 is even number. Okay, and here we need odd number. So therefore it is mismatch, and therefore it is not reflexive relation. So there is no any need to verify symmetric and transition. Yes, any confusion? મેળો તમને example. Okay, let's check this definition of poset. An example we'll discuss in the next one. Okay. Partially ordered set. Okay, it is read as called as poset also. Clear? Partially ordered set. So similar concept is that. Okay, just we change one condition in the set. So relation R. Okay, on the set A, where R is satisfy reflexive, antisymmetric, and transitive property on A, then notations for partially ordered set. Okay, where A is a given set, R is a relation. Okay, it is called poset relation. A is a set, R is a relation, then AR is called the partially ordered set. When it is called partially ordered set, if it is satisfied, in place of symmetric, we'll check antisymmetric condition. Okay, what is antisymmetric condition? अगर AB है, AB belongs to R है, this implies B comma A should not be the part of R. ठीक है? अगर AB is given, so B A should not be the given. Okay, that is antisymmetric relation. So it is denoted by this notation also, AR. Okay, that is called poset relation. Poset. AR is a poset. Okay, and here one example is given that which is satisfy all these three property: reflexive, antisymmetric, and transition. So first check reflexive. So AA, BB, and CC, that is given. So it satisfies the reflexive property for the three number ABC. Now antisymmetric. So AB के लिए BA exist नहीं करना चाहिए. ठीक है? So as per our last discussion, we consider these three pair AB, AA, and CC, that by default are symmetric as well as antisymmetric both. So now check the remaining three pair AB. So यहाँ पे BA exist नहीं कर रहा है. ठीक है? Then after AC, so CA is not exist in the data. Okay, and third is a B comma C. So C comma B is not exist in the data. Okay, so it satisfy antisymmetric relation. अगर यहाँ पे CB, if I add one more pair C comma B, then it is not antisymmetric relation. Okay. Now CB is not given, so it is satisfy antisymmetric relation, and then after for transitive, so just identify such pair AB and BB. Okay, so AB is exist. Then after A comma C, so AC is exist. Then after AC and CC, so AC is exist. Okay, B comma B and B comma C, so BC is exist. Okay, so for all such cases, the formula is valid. Okay, so it is also satisfied transitive relation, so it is called partially ordered set. Okay, in place of symmetric, we'll check antisymmetric condition to say it is a poset or not. Okay, for equivalence relations, we'll consider symmetric condition in place of antisymmetric. Okay, that's the difference between these two. So we'll discuss example related to this theory in the next lecture. Okay, you will pick up to this. Yeah, all of you please write down your roll number in chat box for the attendance.